All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Welcome. My name is Darkpool Algo, and today is Friday, November 12th, 2021. It's almost it's almost Black Friday. So, good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure the chat's going. I should probably come up with like an intro that I could just slap on right now while everybody joins. Give it a few minutes, and then we'll get going. So, everybody's day is going well. Should be an interesting day. Let me see. Should be very interesting. Let's get some futures up here so that we know what we're doing as far as market's concerned. And I've got some news for you. So, we'll get into it right about, maybe another second or so. Feel like I'm going to need a trading view chart here. Let's see. Oh, you know what I want? I want the trend spider ones. All right. So I got that going for me. What else do I got? So we will put trend spider over here. Possibly. Yes, we got trend spider, and then we'll do the favorite tool of all time, and the new and upcoming data. All right, there we go. I think that'll work. Just give that a minute to load, and then I'll pop over and do the news. So, good morning. My name is Darkpool Algo, and this is the morning pre-market prep, brought to you by our friends over at Bang, who's not really sponsoring me, but I wish they would. I wish they would. All right. So I'm going to get into this real quick. As far as news is concerned, we're finally winding down on earnings, which is good. It was a very, very different earnings season with either extreme blowout cases or stocks that you thought would do good that actually missed on earnings. So the ES did its job. It ran right into the daily top. Now it's pulling back. Love them. Morning, Terry. All right, funware. Let's see. I think it's better to do this when it comes to these, because then I can slap on the news and we can look at some stocks. There we go. All right, let me just get these organized real quick. And had a rough night. Not super thrilled about some of the conversations I had, but oh well, it is what it is. We will get through it. Okay, funware. This is one of those Chinese stocks. Not fun. All right, it's one of those Chinese stocks that it's a penny stock, but it's super volatile penny stock, right? Super volatile. 1 to 4, right? Back to 3. Just, yeah. Anyway, they were supposed to beat on earnings, but they didn't. They said that they raised more than $65 million and now holds approximately 129 Bitcoin. That's right. I forgot. This is a Bitcoin mining one, right? Committed to growing in digital currency holdings in the future. Says expect to add decentral finance. Didn't Coin report yesterday too? I swear they did. I don't have earnings on here. I need an earnings calendar. Need an earnings calendar. All right, we'll get into that in a minute, because I know that Coin, I swear they had earnings. But we'll find out. All right, Luminar Laser, right? They had news coming out earlier in the week about meeting with, I think, NVIDIA, right? Third quarter adjusted EPS at a 10-cent loss versus a 10-cent loss came in at 8 versus 8.9 million. Cash and cash equivalents, marketable securities at 544 million, putting the company on track to meet its goal of the end of the year with more cash than starting cash. I think this is another one of those like lower price stocks. What do we got here? That's fine. Check in on laser. We want this one. Should we look at the 15? Yeah, let's look at the 15. Yeah, so a massive pop up to 30 and then just selling off. Like, massive run on the 21st, a couple weeks ago, right? Last week. This is that pop off of news. Anyway, they had earnings. They're holding the daily top. Trying to get above. Really, if you wanted to get in a laser above 2150 for that move back up to 30. I don't see that happening anytime soon. CODX. Excuse me. They beat on earnings and they guide forward revenue at about 30% more. This should be a fun one to play today. That $10 level on any of these is just super important. Can't be messed with. Looking for the bounce off the daily top up through the 4-hour mid, back up to test highs at 10. That's CODX. I don't know why I grabbed all these penny stocks. I apologize. Astrazeneca, right? 14% below consensus, reflecting a lower than gross margin, while sales were 1% lower. Bad news, all the way from the daily top to the daily bottom. This is a support level, so if it can hold 60, 50, it can move back up into 62. Below that, it's, obviously it's going to move back down to weekly. There we go. See this coming down to about 60, and see it's there. Below that, 58. Yeah, 58.50 to 58 is support. If it gets much lower than that, then we start checking previous lows at 55. Right, I think 55 is probably going to be that massive demand zone. So look for Astrazeneca to dip some more. BIIB, and this is one of our favorite plays. We like to play this one quite often, right? Massive rally up. We missed that move. Literally went from 273 to 463 off of some news, then slowly faded back off to a decent level. Checking the 15, got this whip killer right here, this John Wiki Week. What that does is that takes out any stops that people have up there, so it grabs all their money. So I'd anticipate a pullback, right? It just went up and gobbled up hundreds of stop losses, right? Took them out, and daily bottom is target 258.69 if 266 breaks, right? So if we fall down and we break below that, this is the next level down to the downside, right? Even though yeah, they've got that Alzheimer's drug. Johnson & Johnson plans to split into two companies, according to the Wall Street Journal. Company's consumer, and which includes Band-Aid and Tylenol, separated from its pharmaceutical and medicological businesses. Wow, they like that news. They like that news. 162 to 172, pull back to the daily top. If this level holds, let me throw a fib on there. That might be a perfect retracement. Yeah, that's a 50% retracement already. This level may hold. If it doesn't, then it comes down to 382. That's the 4-hour top. Expect this to bounce and rally. So Johnson & Johnson's going to be on the watch list for today. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to go check in on something real quick. All right. So yeah, dude, Johnson & Johnson, man, that's pretty bullish. I like that move. If it could pull back to 166.40 level, which is the 382 retracement from this pop, right? It's also the 34 EMA. Decent, healthy pullback to there, and I think we can see some continuation on Johnson & Johnson. So definitely going to be watching that one today. Definitely going to be watching that one today. I got to make a note of these someplace. Where should I note them? Right here. That's where I should note them. Aha. All right, moving on. Sundial. All right, so, I mean, everybody's had to have played Sundial. If you didn't have shares of Sundial, then you haven't started trading at all. I'm just telling you. Everybody's bought this stock at one point, hoping that it's going to break and rally above $1. All right. Well, they must have had some pretty decent earnings. They went from 71 to 96. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. They have so much volume, dude. It's just bananas. I mean, if you want to play the penny stock, it's got room. And it's up at the 200, 94.26. Broke above the 200 SMA on the daily. Hey, y'all. If it backtests this and uses it as support, right? That could be a pretty decent move. If it breaks $1, the world's going to go crazy because there's probably everybody owns some of that. My mom owns some Sundial. That's crazy. You bought it when you first became, you bought it when you first started trading stocks on Robinhood. You know you did. Everybody did it. Just don't say you didn't. If you say you did it, I'm going to kick you. I promise you. Everybody's bought it. Yes. Chris, morning. Rico, morning. Yeah, everybody kind of do like Chris is doing. Get your requests in now so that as soon as I'm done with the news, I can hop right into them. Okay. All right. Ballard Power, BLDP. This is one I'm interested in looking at. It's popped up on a couple of my scanners, radar, robot, AI. I don't know what's going on with my chart over there, but I got to fix the ES. Yeah, so this looks pretty decent. Cup and handle forming. This is a daily or 4-hour mid at 1784, right? I'd like to see it rally up to above 1950. Then I think we start chewing into some of these previous highs. Come on, sucker. Reset. Thank you. Yeah. Above, so previous high is above 1950. We check out 20. Then above 20, next stop is 23, 26, 20, and then 30. Yeah, it can get chunky. So good earnings. Did they beat on earnings? What did they say? They agreed to buy 100% of Arcola Energy, a UK-based systems engineer company specializing in hydrogen fuel cell powertrain and vehicle systems integrated for total upfront and earn-out cash. So check this out. Ballard Power Systems. So they're getting into hydrogen fuel cell powertrains. What's the other company that uses that? Is it ChargePoint? No. Blink? No. Plug Power? Plug Power? Look at that. There we go. That hydrogen fuel cell charging is it's a very unique niche, and there's only a couple companies that do it. One of them being Plug. So anytime you see Ballard, look at Plug. I'm gonna look at those a little bit deeper, just because, like I said, Ballard came up on my list. So, all right, moving on. Astra Space Inc. I thought this was Astrazeneca. It's not. It's Astra Space Inc. So I got duped right there. This is crazy. 6-cent loss versus a 16-cent loss. 32.9 million versus 33 million, right? Preparing to perform a test launch for Space Force in the coming week. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. And so if there was a show that came out called Spaceballs, yeah, Spaceballs, no shit. Dang it, I gotta quit swearing. No doubt. Spaceballs. Every time I see Space Force, that's what I think. All right, Volkswagen reports October global sales slumped 33.5%. Ooh, global sales up 2%, while China sales slipped 37%. That's huge. Huge. VWAGY. Is that VWAGY? Volkswagen aggregated OTC stock. Doesn't Volkswagen have it, or did it? No. Does I don't know enough about Volkswagen, but I thought something weird happened with them. Anyway, Lordstown Motors ride. Dude, if they could just get their crap together, they have such a beautiful truck. It's gorgeous. I'm trying to buy this at 5 cents. You know, I'm trying to get in at 5. I hope this thing drops some more. Like, I'll get into this for the long term. Kids long term, only expecting maybe 15 out of it. So don't think this is going to be another Tesla. I just don't think it is. But you got to be aware of this head and shoulders that's forming. So, like I said, I've got a buy order in at 5. If you guys want to play it, do what you want. Blink charging. Man, I forgot they had earnings. Look at this pop yesterday, up to 41. All right, I had the 44s. They paid pretty decent. Yeah. Anyway, 36-cent loss versus 29. Revenue 6.4 versus 4.7, and it says that 3,000 charging stations contracted for or sold in Q3, 350% up year over year. What are we going to do with Blink? How are we going to play it? So listen, if Blink can get above 40, then I'll play Blink to the upside. I think we may reject 38.57 down to 36. Below 35, and we come all the way down to 32. So it's looking bullish, right? If you're going to play this, look for a couple weeks out on your contracts, okay? You know, Blink looks pretty good. I'm seeing a pattern here, right? I'm seeing an EV or an energy pattern emerging. All right, in world news, U.S. warned that Russian forces are amassing near the Ukrainian border, and U.S. has sounded the alarm, warning EU allies that Moscow may be planning to invade Ukraine. Though Russia said military deployments are on its territory and denies any aggressive intentions. Of course they're going to, dude. Russia's smart. Don't mess with Russia. And that sleeper. Why do you think so many movies are made about Russia? Just because they're no joke, right? Eurozone September industrial beat. In German October household prices higher. Okay, other key. So we got some key events today. Mainly Jolt's jobs opening for September. University of Michigan conference. Nothing huge except for this Baker Hughes weekly rig count. I want to see what's going on with that. That will affect stocks like U.S. oil, right? Which we'll get into in a minute after they took a dump. Wow, I'm so glad I got out of it yesterday. Or did I? Oh, I'm holding one. Never mind. Shoot. I've got super amount of time on it though. All right, earnings before the bell. And nothing that I see that we would play. Okay. Virtual events today. Paired Annual Global Conference. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, let's get into the last of the news. Dang, I'm doing pretty good on time. I'm only a few minutes behind. Alright, U.S. futures edged higher, looking to add gains from Thursday, but major averages remain on track to snap their 5-week winning streak after a sharp pullback on Wednesday. You can tell based on the futures overnight. Raising inflation fears, renowned concerns the economy is going too quick, too fast, and the Fed may need to pump their brakes sooner than later with interest rate hikes. And I don't think so. The S&P and NASDAQ edged higher on Thursday, boosted by chip makers after inflation dampened investor sentiment. U.S. bond remains calm because they weren't open yesterday with the 10-year still under 1.6. European stocks were steady with U.S. futures, while Asian shares rose at the end of a volatile week. I like it when the Asian market's up. Meanwhile, U.S. officials have warned their European counterparts that Russia may be doing some things, right? Asian markets, the Nikkei index rose 1.1% to 29,000. Shanghai gained, Hang Seng gained, and in Europe, the DAX is up, as well as the FTSE is roughly down. So I don't know, that should provide us a pretty decent move today. Nope, that's not what I wanted. All right, that's the one I wanted. That's the one we're going to use to find the place. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Gotta check in on a couple things here. So yeah, Johnson & Johnson, that's going to be pretty interesting. Let's go over the futures and then we're going to pick out some plays. All right, I got you today. This is my futures chart, right? Typically, we like to see this bottom row sliding. That was good for the top row to go up. ES, rally pre-market yesterday to chop, rally to chop. We're starting to make a little rounding top. Things will get super woody if we can get... So that's a down channel breakout, back test. I mean, this is a little head and shoulders right here. A little concerned about that, so we got to keep an eye on it. We got to be wary of that. The YM, poor little YM, right? Rally, rejection, pivot mid, pivot bottom, pivot mid, right? Double bottom. This is a double U-shaped bottom. This isn't a Wu-Tang because this price didn't make higher than this price, but we can see some movement off of that. So the YM should be interesting today. The NQ, after a sharp decline yesterday, steadily rose overnight, or excuse me, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Wednesday. Pulled back on Thursday. Another almost head and shoulders off of this trend line that I drew a long time ago. So it's going to be important. If and only if we can get out of our own way. There's a little bit of a wedge being formed here. Right. Little bit of a wedge being formed. So if we can get out of our way, we've got some room to move back to the upside. The Russell. So after a massive sell-off on Wednesday, steady incline over Thursday, right? We're pulling back. We broke this. Like if I were to draw a trend line right there, you see what I'm saying? Right? Pre-market bull flag breakout, rally, pullback to support for continuation move to the upside on the Russell, right? I like the Russell. I think that there's an opportunity in the Russell to get profitable. Seriously, though. All right, so gold, kind of the opposite of what's going on, right? Gold is not doing what we like to see it do. We like to see gold down, right? Because when gold rises, they shift their money into that. That means people are getting afraid. I do like this failed bull flag breakout, back down to pivot low. We're going to see what happens if it can continue to sell off. Crude, while crude is down to 80, I'd like to see a little pop. Because I forgot, well, globally it would be nice if crude continued to fall. However, I think we might get a little bit of a move, at least back up to yesterday's highs. Bonds essentially flat, right? Flat stepping down. I'm not sure what this price level is here, but it seems like I've got two price levels. So there must be some zones going on there. And then the yen, right? As long as the yen can continue to fall, I think that we should have a pretty decent day. I'm going to be watching the Russell and possibly the Qs. It just depends on what happens with this overhead resistance, okay? All right, let's check out what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Sorry, I've got the Qs over here, and yeah, they're having a little bit of a problem. So this is going to be maybe a choppy day. If not, it's going to be kind of red. Red Fred. All right, let's do this. We want to get this over here. USO. Sundial. All right. Single chart layout? Yeah, I think that'll work. We'll go single. All right, so the requests are for good morning, CRM, Tesla, Apple, AMD. And then the three that I wanted to look into, four, Johnson & Johnson, Ballard, Plug, and Blink, right? CRM. Yeah, what is this called? This is bearish divergence. Head and shoulders, breakout, dark pool, regular block trade support. Those break. We definitely bring this one to the downside. All right, so looking at CRM, the algo has been stair-stepping down, right? Whenever I see a stair step, it's usually like they're trying to get out of a lot of positions, right? The algo is pointed down. Price actions failed to make a higher high. This little pop, could be a bull frag, but we've got a little bit of overhead resistance. We've got dark pool and regular block trades. Oh, this is my chart setup. Just so that you're aware of my charts, white bars are price action. The purple line is the algorithm. If you see me draw a red line across the screen, those are regular block trades. Blue lines are dark pool block trades. White lines are good time and should be had by all, especially if you're having a rough weekend. I'm just kidding. White lines are bad. No, white lines are good in a stock market sense. White line is when a regular and a dark pool block trade have printed so close to each other that I cannot segment them out. So I drop a white line down, and I would recommend you marking up those levels on your charts because things have a tendency to happen at those levels, right? Our regular block trades are coming in at 302 and 309. We have dark pool levels at 302 and 307. 307.25 to be precise, and 302.05. If these levels of support here break, if this breaks, we can see downside move possibly to previous lows. I gotta find a color for this. I think orange is good, right? Obviously you want to look at your previous lows, right, as a potential level there, right, to the downside. Pretty easy to mark those up. Algo is really close to interacting with those levels, so right, we're either going to bull flag breakout, right, pop up to this dark pool at 307.25 followed by 309. We're going to reject. We're going to have one more attempt at a reversal, so 302.05, right? Below that, we come and test previous lows. Stair step down. Follow the algo. Price is moving with the algorithm. You see this, right? This move, little dip, dip, little blip, blip, little dip, dip, little blip, blip. So, don't get stuck like Chuck with a Tesla. Nope, a Tesseract. So, I've been in Tesla all week. I finally got rid of my position yesterday because I believe there's going to be a lot more shares on the market thanks to Elon. The algo just is trading with price action. Like, these are sketchy. So does Tesla have a rally day to 1100 or 1150? I mean, the algo's made higher low and a higher high, so the algo is continuing up, right? Do we get a pop? What happened last Friday? We got a little bit of a pop. I think all of this mess will be shook out by next week, right? Kind of like this here, and then we should see a clear and specific direction. However, all I can do is go off with what the algo is doing, and the algo is trying to make a move. It's very, very young, fresh, and just started, right? Higher low and higher high here, right? So that's what the algo is doing. It broke above some key levels, right? Price action is, I mean, this is wonky. Look at that. And it's not even, you can't even line it up. It's just weird bottom price action. All right, so obviously we have a chance for a wedge breakout as far as our levels are concerned. Regular block trade that came in on the 10th all the way down here at 1010, 1102. right? Target. We gapped through all of those. Gapped through all of those. We have dark pull, support and resistance. We're like all of these dark pull trades right here. Like we can't tell if they're buy or sells, but I mean, just based on the news, I would say that somebody's trying to sell out of some positions, right? Above that and to the downside. So ninth. When was the ninth? Yeah. Just looking at the recent ones, and like these all came in on the 9th. Right, so these all came in starting here. So this is a white line level that you'll need to mark up on your chart for Tesla. I don't know what I'm doing all right. 12, 3, 3, 8, 8, 1, 2, 2, 8. All right, so we got white line there. Nothing down here as far as white lines are concerned. I'm just going to call 1162. But we've got a lot of, we've got a lot of weight up here that we're trying to get back up to. We're really interested in this level here. That's the level I'm going to be interested in. What happens when Tesla price gets back up, right, in the 1100 range? Does it get chunky up to 1150, or does it reject and come back down and make a new base at 1050 or 1063, right? So, yeah, just very interesting level here. Keep an eye on it. As far as Tesla chart goes, the Tesla rack. And this looks like a healthy move. Looking at the daily, right? You see this on any other stock. You see a rally, pull back to the mean, the 21-day EMA, right? Support, right? Continued move to the upside. Does it form a Wu-Tang reversal? Like, would this be another down day down to 1036, right? 1043. I bet you there's a pin level at 1045 on puts. That's going to be my lotto play. I'm going to do the 1045 put based on if Tesla's up or down at the open. I'm waiting for the rally, then I'll get the put, right? 1043, is that what I said? Yeah, 1045 put right here. That's daily bottom, 4-hour bottom. That's super support. All the way down to 1030, all the way down to 1025. Right, so I want Tesla to rally so I can get a good price on them, move to the downside. If that's what happens today, we are below, right, negatively stacked moving averages, negatively stacked, right? So the 50 is below the 200, 821.34 are negatively stacked. I have never shorted Tesla. I am not recommending you short Tesla because Tesla will take your lunch money, right? Tesla is just a different breed. It does what it wants, just like all stocks. They do what the hell they want to do. I have a downside target. Upside target today, Tesla, 1100. Or 1102 to be precise. Alright, that's Tesla two ways for you. Morning, Laz. It's fine, dude. Don't worry about it, man. You're good. It's just you owe me push-ups when you're late. Yeah, if you check Ecofin here in a minute, you'll see what I was going to pop down. I was going to pop down Johnson & Johnson, Ballard, Plug, and Blink. I like that you grab Blink. All right, Apple. Well, I don't know what the hell happened to Apple, but it's sold off. The Algo is stair-stepping its way down. Look for if the Algo can't break this level here, it's not going to be a reversal, and Apple will continue its march to the downside. I'm going to drop these down to last week for Apple. These are the block trades that Apple's had in the last week. And yeah, so the Algo is continuing to sell off. Like I said, if it can't break out above that level, it won't continue to the upside. Price action is forming a downward channel, right? Falling wedge, dark pull support, 147.87. Whoa, wrong tool. 147.87. All right. There's your base. 150.44 is dark pull target 1. 150.81 is dark pull target 2. We have regular block trades that are going to provide support and resistance during any move. Those come in at 149 on the nose as a regular block trade. 150 on the nose as another regular block trade, right? 149, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, right? Price is double tapped off of that. So that 151.49 is a pretty significant level. If price action can break up above 149, back tested, it can rally to 150, right? Before it hits some overhead resistance. Apple price above 150.15, right? Above this level, right, would represent a move to gap fill from 150.15 to 150.81 with resistance at 150.44. So basically the move would be pop, drop, rally to profit taking. Above here, we start getting chunky. This is basically a 618 retracement. Just think of this as a 127, 141, 1618. I bet you if I slap this B on a chart, that's what's going to happen. Let's go. Ooh, shit. Apple with the John Wick over pre-market just took out all the stops. I'm seeing Apple rallying today. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Caffeine's kicking in. Can you tell? Yeah, I'm bullish on Apple, actually. So it just took out all the stops off the 4-hour bottom, right? So let's see. I told you that the move back up is probably going to be a Fibonacci retracement. Let's see, that's a 4th. I gotta find a time zone that's gonna allow me to throw this fib up here. Maybe 78 minutes. Is that the move right there? So yeah, check this out, yo. There's that candle. There's that wick. Okay, check it out. So I just did a fib from this candlestick, this candle here. So I fibbed this level down to this level here, right? 149.38, 149.38, right? Is the 382. Is that the right levels? November 4th to there. All right, that makes sense. 150.55 is the 618 retracement. 150.45, right? 618 retracement. The 50% retracement is 149.38, which is right in here somewhere. $152.43, and I think my fib's off a little bit. Basically, Apple to the long side. If we can look at all this consolidation that's happening here. All right, so the Apple move would be up to 149.50. A break above 149.50, we check. We're going to take out, or we're going to move to 151.50. Above 151.50, it's 153. That's the move for Apple. Okay. AMD. All right, what a nice gnarly little move on the AMD. Do you see this move right here? This rally. Give me some tools. Give me the tool. Give me the tool. Thank you. See this rally right here? 1, 2, 3. So this could be, this is the fifth wave because this rally started back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the move I'm looking to see what happens on Tesla. Does this pull back for one more support and make the Wu-Tang reversal? Definitely, possibly, maybe could, right? AMD's just been a master blaster lately. So Algo's trading with price action. Price action is making higher highs and higher lows. So it's doing its job, right? It showed up ready to work. It punched the clock. It got off the vape pen. It's ready to go. Apple or AMD is ready to put in that work, son. A little bit of a channel forming here, right? Very important that we take out this level. We have to get above, the algo has to get above here for that continuation, right? That's what happens when you fail support. You come create new support. We've got dark pool and regular block trade levels as well as white line levels, right? Our regular block support's all the way down at 137.83. Our regular block is down at 139.87. Okay, that's the support. Get over here, sucker. Regular block support. 146 on the nose is... What's going on with AMD? And 146.01 on the nose is dark pool support and resistance. 146 on the nose. Isn't that what I just said? Or 146.01. What did we come down here to? 146.01. I mean, it's not rocket scientists. We got a rising 200 SMA, right? If looks like that level held, if it can continue to hold, I like AMD to the upside today. Okay. We got some white line levels on AMD that are going to be important if you want to mark these on your chart. Those are coming in at 142.42 and 143.24. Right, that's your support. Yeah, AMD looks good. Just got thirsty for a second. Not white line support on the nose. Dark pool support. Dark pool. 146.01 is a dark pool. 143, 142 is your white line. But you had it right on the nose. Laz, you're funny as hell, dude. Alright, that was AMD. Lucid. Morning, JK. Yeah, AZN had news. QQQ, SQQ, Datadog, and stuff. Okay, I'm going to start burning through these a little bit quicker now, okay? Lucid in the sky with diamonds. What's it doing? Ooh. Laz, you recognize this symbol. You recognize this. You have to recognize this. Bro, Haim. Check it, yo. It's that bat flag. It's that Batman. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Batman. Sketchy. Batman. Right? And you got a little tail right here. Batman. Sketchy. That's got to play up. What I want to see the algorithm do is this. Is this here. The algo is doing algorithmic things. If the algo can take out really this area here. Right, the algo's got to get above that channel. I mean, price, come on, don't be stupid. Price is, oh, shoot. All right, I'm just going to yell out the levels real quick because I got to fix this chart. All right, Lucid, $40.80 is your white line. That's your support resistance. We have a dark pull at 45.92. That came in on the 8th, right? That might have been eaten up already, right? I don't know where the 8th is. I think it's right in here in this level. Look at this little block trade, 50-cent increments, right? Regular block trades at 47, regular block trades at 47.50. You know, those look like buy orders to me. 42.34, 42.76, and then 43.54. Right? Rally, rally, rally. 8th, 9th, 10th. So 8th, 9th, 10th, right? Rally, pullback, profit taking, right? Maybe some more sell orders, a little dip, a little rally. Okay, and that's Lucid. Honestly, I think it's going to chop. I'm going to keep an eye on this algo for it to regain its bullish direction. Currently, it's consolidating. It made that little Batman pattern that scares me away. So I usually give stocks breathing room after that, because that just means that there's some confusion going on. Right, Lucid Group. 4-hour mids at 43.50. For 43.54. Shit, dude. Look at this symmetry, y'all. Boom, shakalaka. What did I say? Right there. 43.50 is the 4-hour mid, and that's this regular block trade. Right. So pull back to that. Very potential for continuation to the upside. Just gonna keep an eye on it. I don't like this move that happened at the beginning of the week. Okay, Lucid, done. Astrazeneca, were you here for the news, JK? If not, or AZN, this is not AstraZeneca. This is Space Force. Yeah, I saw that on the news today. Let me show you. Or that is AstraZeneca. Derp. Dude, what was the Air Space Force one? Anyway, here's the news on AstraZeneca. Q3 core EBIT of 2.28 billion was 14% below consensus, reflecting a lower gross margin, while sales were 1% below consensus, with many key growth drivers shy of expectations. So that means that, in my opinion, they missed on earnings, right? Dark pool levels, though, those can be important regardless of earnings, right? 63.12 followed by 62.82. Those are your dark pools. The algorithm is bear flagging, in my opinion. Right? This looks like a bear flag to me. Man, that looks like a bear flag, in my opinion. Like I said. Right, got some trendline support, massive long-term wedge. Should be interesting. If keep an eye on that level there. If that breaks, downside move to each one of these targets. Right. Stair step down. If we can take out that level, we can gap fill back up. There's a move from potential block trade support up. Like I said, if it breaks here, if we rally back up to 63, right, to 63, above 63.25. AZN. Astrazeneca. Oh shit, what happened here? Well, dude, I have to start just looking at these first. I have to. So loss on earnings, they're at the daily bottom, below the daily bottom, and things get real sketchy real fast. Downside targets 58.50, taking profit at 50. So downside target at 58.50. Take profit 59.50, 59, leave a runner. If we can reverse this massive dead cat bounce that we got going on here, right? We've got resistance at 61 and 61. Yeah. I don't like this to the upside. I like it bouncing down even further. I'm just going to keep an eye on that. The algo obviously failed, so that bear flag was true on the algorithm. Okay, AZN, QQQ. All right, what I'm going to have to do is I got to make these charts. I got to go to the 4-chart layout so I can get through some more of these, right? QQQ, SQ, D-Dog, Snow. All right, that looks pretty decent. QQQ, rounding bottom, falling wedge, like... Here's QQQ. I'm going to make this a little bigger. All right, there we go. As far as the Qs go, the Algo is trading with price action. This bullish divergence is about to be played out, right? Is that the 4-hour? Hold on. It's a daily top. All right, so price sold off down below the 4-hour bottom. It got back into the 4-hour cloud. We've got a bullish, signal going on here. The 4-hour top is at approximately 393, on our way up to the 4-hour mid at 394. This is a wedge breakout, so just got to be careful on it. Yeah, the Algo's trying to make higher highs and higher lows, right? It really is. Guess I can put... Oh, wait, you guys can't see that. You can see that, though, right? You can see that. There we go. I know that my head's somewhere around here that's causing grief. Somebody yelled at me the other day. They're like, your head's in the way. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I remembered the stream. Okay, yeah, my head's over here today. Okay. All right, so QQQ algorithm. Let me mark this up. You see how the algo is making higher highs and higher lows, right? If that can continue on, then this might be a busted trend, right? You know, price action's doing a pretty decent job, right? Like I said, this potential wedge breakout, it's real tight to see, but just know that we've got regular and dark pool overhead resistance. Regular 392.50, so that would be a price target, right? 392.50. I'm not seeing any white line, which is interesting because I would assume there would be some on the Qs, but we have a massive dark pool support resistance right at 391.70 level. 390.76 is midline support, and below that 389.52. Right, so like I said, we're wedging right now. If we pop, we got to get above 391.70 and then 392.49. Right, I expect maybe that to be the top going into next week. Then we can try to take out this 394, right, on our way back up to highs at 395. Contrarian, this level rejects. We come down to 389.52, 389. Come on. All right. Below that, we come and start taking out some of these lows right here, right? We stair step our way down on that. So I wish the algo was above price action. It would be more of a magnet. And so maybe just some consolidating chop today. That's the QQQ. Yeah, pre-market rally. I mean, we're looking pretty decent. Trying to get our moving averages stack positive again, 821.34, get those stack positive. The 50 is below the 200. It bounced off the 200, so it would really need to bring that back down. But yeah, the Q should be interesting. I'm gonna we'll check QQQ at the open. Shit, dude, I'm running out of time. QQQ, SQ, D-Dog, and Snow. All right, SQ, Algo's trading with price action. Algo's trying to make a little bit of a recovery, except for I feel like it's pretty dang heavy still to the downside. I don't think we're going to get that panic move that everybody's kind of looking for. yeah, SQ, is it square? Yeah, square. White line, support resistance coming in at 231.61, 231.61. Then 237.55. Dark pool 227.21. 236.77. Regular block trade. Like I said, this is. Then we got a regular block trade coming in right here. So that's your overhead resistance. If it can get above 230.61. All right. Uh, 227 is the 200. That's going to be your so above. For me, above 228, and then we test 231. Below, this is kind of ugly. All right, there's our zones. We have to take out that high from yesterday, or that little pop from yesterday. So above 220, above 228 to 231, below 226 to 225. That's your levels for SQ, right? Datadog, Algo's trading with price action. It's making higher highs and higher lows. It just ripped through some regular and some dark pool levels. I would anticipate price to continue, right? As long as price can maintain this uptrend, right? It's got to take out those levels. It's just got to do it. The algorithm is doing what it's supposed to be doing, right? It's coming up to a key level that it's got to take out, right? If the algo can take that out, price action's got some targets at 194. 196.56. There's your upside target, support at 187. 187. Dark pool 191.35. There's your levels. Would like to see maybe that move up the 190 to 196.50, taking profit at 194. To the downside, this trend line breaks. We're going down to 187. Below 187, we're going to target this previous low down here, like 178-ish level. Okay. Below that, there's a gap that's going to get filled all the way back here. By that time, yeah, I think that there'll be some buy efforts coming in on Datadog's pretty solid stock. Snow. I haven't played Snow in a couple weeks. Kind of stepped away from it. Of course, I stepped away from it when it started to rally. 356 is your dark pool level. 370 is your regular block trade level. Those will be support and resistance. Or excuse me, 370.70 is your regular block trade level. The algorithm is really trying to break out of this little channel, right? This little wedge that it's been in. Can't really draw it, but I mean, did it break it yesterday? Possibly, right? We got some busted previous trendline support. right? I think this was that little flash crash that happened. So if price can get above, if it can use 370.70 as a base, you know what? I'm going to feel like an idiot as soon as I pull up snow over here on the chart and it's at like 390. Every time, dude. Every single time. All right, so we took out pretty decent. 376.93. We took that level clean out. We'd like to use this as the new. Adds the new demand zone for continued move to the upside. 377.86. All right, so we got a runner. Runner. We've got a runner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C reversal. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Snow I'm going to keep an eye on. I like what the Algo's doing. I like what price action's doing. I like that 378 as a base. I may look to go out into next week. As far as Fibonacci wants to tell me what to do, Fib would say, Mr. Fibonacci would say, yo, listen, you're going to target 382, 384, 388. I like that 385, 380, 385 move on Snow. 380, 385 at 382, 384, 388. That's Snow. Snow's pretty decent. Who pulled that out? What's up, Chris? All right. Dude, I got to get done with this. Blink, AMD, NVIDIA, Coin. All right. Already did AMD, Coin. Didn't Coin have earnings? I swear they did. I swear Coin had earnings. Had earnings on the 9th. Dead cat bounce, rising channel. All right. Coin 365. Coin 365. Support at 3. All right, Coin 365 above 345. Coin 365 above 345. $320 below. All right. That's Coin G. Coin. Looking at the 365s on the break at 345, 320 below the 335 mark. That's on Coin. It's making higher highs and higher lows. It's just uptrending. Stack positive moving averages 821, 34, 50, 200. We're in a down cycle on the MACD. So that's Coin. Blink. All right. So Blink is just trading with the algorithm. They had good earnings, right? Pop, drop, lock it. I went over Blink already. Shit, that's a tough move there. Blink to 39. Above 39, it's 41, 44. Blink. AMD, we've already done AMD. NVIDIA. What's happening with NVIDIA? You guys don't need me to mark up coin, do you? I mean, it's pretty easy to see the divergence and the continuation. Potential Wu-Tang pattern reversal on coin. NVIDIA, I haven't been paying attention to NVIDIA, but it's been making some funky moves lately. We got some white line levels coming in on video. Let me just, you know what, let me do this. Let me get these other charts up while this one loads, and we'll come in and spend a minute on NVIDIA. Come on. All right, so that was NVIDIA. $41.44 on Blink. 41.44 resistance. That's the high, buddy. That's that little pop yesterday. How's that resistance? That's a target. All right, so Blink above 39. Blink above 40. It's 41.50. Now there it goes. It's going to move without us. It's gonzo. Bye-bye now. Docking. What do we got here? Sorry, I was just reading some news. She? What is she? I've never seen she. Is that a thing? Oh shit, the ones I wanted to look at. You guys got me stuck. I've never seen this she before. Let's see. You guys got me stuck. Yes, I'll check out NVIDIA, but I need to pull up my ones. I want to look at Johnson & Johnson. I want to look at BLDP. I want to look at Plug. All right, so it looks like she is... I've never seen this before. I've never traded it, but the algo is bullishly diverged, right? The algo is attempting making higher highs and higher lows, right? I don't know what she does, but she does make money. All right, algo's making higher highs and higher lows. We got that divergence. Looks like we got a little bit of a support level here. Definitely coming off of the previous low support. No block trades to speak of. This would be a purely price action play. If it can get out of its range right there, then I like it back up to the move to the upside. I like what the algorithm's doing. I'd like the algo to take out its previous high, but it looks like it's doing a pretty decent job. So that is she. You'd have to go and look at your previous high back here on the 28th, right? On 10/28 last month, whenever it ran into that resistance. Create yourself a zone. If it gets above that zone, play it to the upside, to the next previous low. Below that zone, play it below that zone. Oh, well, shit, we found a good stock. She, whatever it is. Like, I don't know. Oh, SE. So algo rallied, pulled back, pop, block, drop it. The algo's in an interesting position here, as well as so are our levels. So the algo, right, it popped above its previous overhead resistance, came back and back tested it. So if the algo can continue to rally on, then I think it'll yank price action up with it. This is kind of a weird little double bottom. Like, I've seen this pattern a lot on stocks lately, and I'm trying to learn what it is, but yeah, we got to get above that level. We could just chop right that $5 range. We got some regular lot trades coming in at 334.22, right? 335.30. Above that, we go to target this dark pool level that came in on the 10th at 340, 343, and then the rest of these are probably too far back. There we go. Yeah. So that's the move to the downside. If we break down upward trend line support, play it down to 330. Johnson & Johnson, that was mine. And then NVIDIA. Dude, come on. NVIDIA. Dude, I gotta run. Dude, I've been here for so long. Alright, so the algo bottomed. It rallied up, rejected its overhead resistance. It's really trying to get back up to the upside, right? Price action. Upward trend line support. All right, higher highs, higher lows. So it's a rising wedge. Well, not a rising wedge. It's a it's wedging. I guess that's a rising wedge. Shit, I don't know what to call that. But we've got some white line levels on NVIDIA. Let me show you a shot of what those are. $303.90. 303.90. 299. Excuse me, 302. 299.78. Right, we've got dark pool targets at 308 and 306.57. Really a break above 306.57, and I think NVIDIA starts to make some nice chunky moves. Yeah, it rallied. What did I say? 306.57. 307.50. Pull back. All right, so if NVIDIA breaks that demand zone, it comes back and it tests its previous lows. $295, I like that one right there. Yeah, 295 is previous low. All right, that level there is VWAP. It's also 3 ATR. It's also previous low. If it breaks below that, then we've got a ways down to 266. So if it stair steps this way down, anything below this low the other day, right here, it gets real ugly. To the upside, it's got to take out. Really, for me to be interested in playing it, it's got to get above 303. Then I play 303 to 310. I fully anticipate it rallying, rejecting that, and coming back down. So that's NVIDIA for the day. The algo's not really helping us out. That was NVIDIA. All right, SC I did. Johnson & Johnson. Shit, I don't have time to run through all these. Johnson & Johnson had positive earnings. Looking to target some of these dark pool levels on Johnson & Johnson. Right. So we already went over the J&J play. Pull back to the 50% retracement. If this holds at the open or even flushes down a little bit to 166, I'm going to play it up to 172, right? I've got support at 162.53. Okay. BLDP, bullish divergence, right? They had positive earnings. I like these ones up to 19, right? All the way up to 19, filling that gap before making another decision. Really, this you could play above 1950 to long, but I like the move from 18 to 19, risking 1788. All right, plug power. The algo is just trading with the algorithm here, right? The algo is just trading with price action. It's just doing what it's doing. Got some, damn it, come on. Support of the daily and 4-hour top. If those levels hold, right? If those levels can hold, then I'm going to go. Those levels hold. I'm targeting 46, then 47.23. I got to run. Thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Darkpool Algo. I will see y'all in about 45 minutes to stream the open. Thanks for joining me. I need to take a break. You need to take a break. Let me know if you've got any more plays. Hit me up on Twitter.